1519. What year did I say? 1519, Hernan Cortez set out to do what had been attempted for 600 years prior and failed at every turn. He set out from Cuba to conquer the Yucatan Peninsula, to defeat the Aztecs. 1519, Hernan Cortez set out to do the impossible. He was a young man who had never led an army. Are you listening to me? He went with 500 soldiers, 100 sailors, and 16 horses to conquer a continent. He cut ties with Cuba. When he got to the beach on the Yucatan Peninsula, the men who were excited to leave from Spain were now questioning whether or not they could do this. He gave an order that changed history. And 3 words that you need to take with you, 3 words changed his history, and they were burn the boats. Hernan Cortez realized there was no plan B. Hernan Cortez realized that if he was going to do this, he was going to do it without a net. He knew that if he was going to succeed, he had to completely commit to the venture ahead of him and cut off all opportunity to run home to mama. He burned the boats, and now what couldn't be done in 600 years before was now done in about 2 years. Not to mention, he did connect with some of the neighboring tribes. See, it all works together, you know. But here's the thing. Too many of us are playing it safe. Too many of us are still playing it really, really close to we're not really committed to our success. We're committed to being okay. We're committed to being average. You need to get uncomfortable with average. You got to be uncomfortable with the level of success you've already got. There's something that needs to happen to you in order for you to commit fully. And that one word is urgency. Urgency. When I talk to business owners, the one thing I usually have to tell them is I can tell you there's no urgency here. You want things to change, but until you're urgent, until there's some fire behind you, until the pressure and the pain of staying the same remains or is no longer greater than the pain of changing, you're going to stay exactly where you are. It's got to become more painful to stay the same than to change for most people. What I'm telling you is flip the script. I'm telling you, get uncomfortable with where you are right now. Get uncomfortable with where you are. Get uncomfortable with the level of success you've had. That's the only way. And then when you say that and you say, you know what, I'm not going back to this, whatever this was. I'm not going to be comfortable with the level I did last year. I want to double that. And there's no turning back. Now you're committed. You're committed at the Hernan Cortez level. That's the only way things change. When you get it in your mind that there's no going back, there is no plan B. This is it. Come on, say it with me. There is no plan B. Oh, you guys said that. It was pretty. Thank you. See, I thought I was the only one. Come on, tell me there is no plan B. I'm telling you, if Hernan Cortez had had a plan B, he would have never conquered the Yucatan Peninsula. Get this, one of the greatest, I am the greatest. He said, I hated every minute of training, but I said, don't quit. Suffer now. Come on, say those 2 words. Suffer now. And live the rest of your life as a champion. See, here's the thing. We don't want to suffer. We think it's supposed to be easy. We think if we have an ad in the yellow pages and we put up a website that people will flock to us. Times have changed. The market has changed. You've got to get uncomfortable with the way you were doing things. You've got to burn the boats and say, yeah, that's what I did last year and it brought this many results. What do I have to do this year to get the results I really, really want? Until you get uncomfortable with where you are, the status quo, guess what? No change is going to happen. You'll be back here next year. And you'll be saying, oh, you know, I'm still I'm making it. I'm kind of getting along. It's been good and bad. Come on, what are the other euphemisms we use when stuff just isn't happening right? It is what it is. Yeah. How's business going? Well, you know, it's business. Same old, same old. It's okay. When we hear it's okay, we know it's not okay. So here, I'm going to tell you, put in the reps, put in the effort, suffer now. Build a business that you're not only proud of, but that supports the lifestyle that you want. This is the big part. When you went into business for yourself, and this is where I deal with a lot of my clients, so they end up making jobs for themselves. When you go into business for yourself, your goal should be to create the lifestyle you want from the business you're building, not just to create a job where you get paid from it. Got quiet in here, okay. See, because if you're just building another job, you'll never be able to work yourself out of it. And now it becomes a job. But if you're building for a lifestyle, if you have yourself, seeing yourself as a champion for the rest of your life, doing what I have to put in the hard work now so that I can enjoy the lifestyle I want later, now you're building a business. Now you're building a business. Because if we can't commit to the outcome, and this is why we started with vision, right? You got to understand where you're trying to go. And for most people, that's a little fuzzy. And I know the 5 minutes you got here earlier was not enough to really clarify a vision, but it's a good start. If we don't know where we're going, it's really hard to commit. But once you get an idea of where you're going, guess what? Guess what? You commit to that thing. And you say, I won't, since I'm still, well, this is the 90s, no sleep till, oh, I got some Beastie Boy fans in here. Yeah. I was testing the waters. No sleep till Brooklyn. I don't stop till I get where I'm going. I don't give up until I achieve where my goals. I don't let go until it's done. That's the kind of commitment you gotta have. Because guess what? If you're not that committed to your business, who will be? Nobody.